Nigeria Info. Welcome to the sunny side. The sun rises here. It's 31 minutes past 12. It's a beautiful Thursday. My name is Joyce Onyemuwa. How are you doing? Welcome to radio. Yeah, Joyce Onyemuwa. All right. I love Thursdays. You love it too. First, Confessions Thursday. That would be the first hour. And after that, the Lords of Logic. I think you love radio because of everything radio can afford. And it would be entertainment, fun, information, education, the gist, the fun fair. Yeah, the information. And the fact that something in life compels you to something pushes you to curiosity. I think maybe that would be the best way to put it. Because maybe curiosity is not necessarily something that man really necessarily calls adventure. You know, maybe adventure for you is traveling somewhere. You know, maybe adventure for you is trying a new delicacy. Maybe adventure for you is going out of your comfort zone, trying a new business. I think that your adventures, or the definition of your adventures, hold sway. It's just that I don't know whether curiosity also forms a part of that. So here is a beautiful thing. If it forms a part of your definition of adventure, and I mean curiosity, well, all the better for you. If it doesn't, well, I hope you can join us, take flight into the world of the unknown as we probe what's possible. And I think maybe that's the elements of the sunny side, that we try to advance towards possibility, the sphere, the realms of possibility. We ask ourselves questions, we probe it, analyze it, and through dialectics, we're able to arrive at some common sense judgment. Or maybe something superior to that, something like something better than intuition, maybe something like cognition of some sort, beyond language, something that could tether on revelation, something that is high and lofty, so that men rise. And really maybe what we mean when we say that men rise as they arise is that they approach something higher than them. That's really why I love radio. And I like the fact that you love it as much as you do, that you show up here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So first, Confessions Thursday. What's that? You would be anonymous, and then you would call in to share the secrets of your life. Maybe not all of it, given that we don't have time, but something that has changed you, something that has happened to you, a story, a pattern, an encounter, maybe even something that you regret. I think life affords us opportunities to correct yesterday, and depending on who you ask, many people have come to a place where, because they know better, they regret yesterday, or maybe the actions of yesterday. Some of you have come through life, you have become bad, you've become worse, you've become better. Some of you are even lost, and questions need to be asked, and maybe you need someone to ask those questions to. I can assure you that someone listening to radio today might just have an answer. So whether it's about your change, whether it's about your regret, your pain, your sadness, your frustration, your curiosity, your observation, or your newness, or maybe something you're about to venture into, Confessions Thursday allows you to open the darkest parts of yourself and let the world see it. We don't know your name. We can't spot your face in a line of two. Never gets better than that. 0700 993 993 993. And 01-465-7190. Confessions Thursday. When you call in, you do not say your name. And also, equally important would be the fact that you would hear something, you might hear something, you could hear something that might, maybe, be beneath your moral standards. You are persuaded to withhold judgment. We will try. Welcome to radio. My name is Joyce. What's your name?
Yeah,
Well, my name is
good
Joyce.
afternoon.
You don't have to tell me your name. Welcome, lady. How are you? Oh,
Oh, no, it's a guy.
welcome. Yes, this is Nigeria Info. Don't say your name.
Okay.
Do you have a
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, so you got quick about it. Thank you very much. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it happened to me a long time ago. Me and my dad,
Yeah.
he,
Lost you. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can make it back, and I hope you do. You can leave me a comment on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM on Twitter. Right now it is Confessions Thursday. When you're calling, don't say your name. Yeah? All right. Hello.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good afternoon, Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Oh, I no get confession, but
No. You would bless the world with your restraints. You would not say
okay,
anything except it's a confession.
okay, hold on. I have a confession.
Okay.
My name is Poje,
Yeah.
and then is calling from Banana Island.
Sorry. You know what? I think you should call me back. This is Confessions Thursday.
Wait. Hold on. See, you confession. My confession is like this. So, since you have been asking people to confess, see from your childhood to this very age you are you not commit an offense? Confess your own confession. Make everybody hear them today.
All right.
Confess your confession. Make
So
everybody hear
that's
them
your own
today.
confession as well.
Yes. Confess now. We are not a pastor. We are not anything. We are even asking people to confess. Are you praying for them?
So is it
confess your own
hold
confession.
on a second. Is it except they're going to receive prayers?
You're-
They should. You know what? You shouldn't really have done this. It doesn't quite speak
I'm
well
not
of you. You're going to... Thank you very much. You can take the day off. And it's your liberty too. Thank you very much. It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome to radio.
Good
Hello.
morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Turn off your radio. Do you have a confession?
Actually, I have a confession
Okay. Go ahead.
of escaping death.
You did?
So, yes, I was a pastor. Came to my father the other year. That was in 2011. He said he wanted to use a portion of our building as worship center, of which I vehemently against. But after a while, my father allowed him to start using the front space as worship center. So we were at the back, the boys' quarters upstairs, step back. So after a while, my father said, "You need to leave now. I have been paid my pension from work, so I want to work on the property to build." He said, "No, you don't drive a church like that. You don't have to." My father said, "What? How do you mean? When you came, you were begging." And I told my father, "Can you see what's happening now? It's a white garment church. If you allow them..."
Lost you. And we needed to hear that. I wanted to really hear how you escaped death. Wow. Welcome to Nigeria Info, Confessions Thursday. Good afternoon. Welcome, lady. Do you have a confession?
Yes, I do. I do have a confession.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, it's about my best friend and her boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to put this. It's just that I'm kind of dating her boyfriend now. But they broke up already
Oh.
because she has anger issues and she's overjealous.
Oh.
So then the boyfriend had to break up with her because she's not calm. She's always angry and always jealous. If he comments or admires someone else or something, she's always jealous.
Yeah.
So he had to break up with her, and we used to go out together, all of us. He takes us out, and he started noticing me, and I never knew he liked me, that his attention was towards me. So after they broke up, he started asking me out. And he's the kind of guy I like. So I don't know if it's wrong
I don't
to
look.
date him.
Yeah.
And they are no longer together.
Well, yeah, but maybe the problem here is that it's your best friend. You see that?
Yes, that's it. And I don't know, I'm just keeping it a secret from her.
Yeah, but how long can you do that? I mean, you're hardly even living a life at this point.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't know.
you chose...
I know she's not going to take this. She's not going to.
You
be
wouldn't
happy
take
with
it.
me.
Let's be honest. You wouldn't take it.
I can't.
Really?
As long as I'm not dating the guy anymore.
And will the person still be your friend?
Yes.
Child.
Seriously, for me, I can't.
Oh, okay.
I'm that kind of person. It has happened to me before.
And it has happened to you again.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to change location. Like, you need to move out of some certain areas. Maybe change your friends. Why would something happen to you why would something like this happen to you twice?
I don't know. Not like it happened to me. Someone I was dating before now started dating someone I know. And I know they are dating. So
Okay.
I don't just care.
So you have made
we
a
are good
choice.
together.
Yeah, but do you understand you've made a choice? You've chosen this guy. You chose a relationship with the guy over a relationship with your friend.
That's the hard part of it.
No, yeah, but that's something you have to address. That's the choice you've made. So wait, have you been seeing her since you started dating the guy?
I even saw her yesterday. Yes.
Yo,
There is no way. It's kind of hard. I can't even be free with her anymore.
wait. So there's something wrong with that, and I don't know whether you know that there is something wrong with that. Like you can't look her in the face and smile at her, but you're with her. Now she doesn't even know your boyfriend. She doesn't know you guys are dating.
She doesn't know, and she talks to me about this guy that.
And you just say
she,
yes.
she likes the guy, and she told me about the breakup and everything, and I'm kind of like consoling her that she will see someone else. That since the guy is not picking your call, I'm just feeling like an hypocrite.
Yes, actually, something worse than that, actually. Yeah, and that's the truth, and I'm not necessarily judging you. So now you have to sever that friendship. It's treacherous for you to look a person in the eye and smile at them when you're doing something to them behind their backs. It's nah. Honestly, I think you have to choose whether you want friendship with her or you want the guy. And when you make that choice, you have to... I think you have chosen the guy. Do you want to be with the guy? Because you said that's your type, and you want him. I don't know if you really want him.
Yeah, I want the guy. I really want the guy.
So you have to let her. You have to let her know, but that would be after you have decided that she has to go. I don't know. Can you really keep that friendship?
I swear, I just don't know. I'm just confused.
Well, so confusion doesn't take you in any direction.
I can't keep this a secret for a long time.
How long have you been dating this guy?
Just a month now.
I mean, if you dated him for a day, it would equally be as bad. All right. So I think you have to let her know, and then you have to sever that relationship. Because she's not going to trust you. And you don't want to be known as the person who is two-faced, who's not just hypocritical, but who's also mischievous. There's something evil about that.
Yeah.
You should also calculate the fact that you and this guy can be together for 2 years, 5 years, and it still breaks up tomorrow. So this is also a chance you're willing to take.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you have a lot of thinking to do. But I think you should let her know. I actually think you should let her know, and then maybe if both of you can't be friends, you let it go. But she must know. It's the most noble thing you can do.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Right.
I think I'll do that. But I have to summon up courage for that.
Yeah, and maybe some strength to run in case she wants to pounce on you. Tell her over the phone. It's not going to be easy.
She can stab me. She might stab me. She has anger issues.
But do you understand you cannot do that to people, though?
Yeah, I can.
Look, if you don't want somebody to do it to you, then you cannot do it. And I'm not judging you.
They didn't date for long. They just dated for like a month or 2 months. They were still trying to know each other.
When he left her for a year.
Yes. But when he realized that she has anger issues, she's jealous, when he admires my nails or admires that he likes this on this girl.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's trying to tell her that you should try to make your nails, try to look good, try to wear something. She will just get angry. She doesn't get angry in my presence. It's just after they go home or they go out.
She gets mad at him.
Yes, at him.
Okay.
So that's what the guy has been explaining to me. And she too, I asked her to, and she complied. She said the same thing. Said she doesn't know what just comes over her. Any little thing gets her angry. Rather, she needs to work on herself.
Yeah.
Not normal.
She's not the problem right now.
That's just the reason. She's a nice girl, so that's not the reason. That's just the reason the guy left.
Yeah. But I mean, he could leave you for something similar or something that's trivial tomorrow. Or something maybe,
He noticed I'm calm,
But that
And
don't
he's the
even
kind
mean
of
you're
person
good.
who was-
Like, you understand that? Like, so that could be another
Yeah.
problem with you guys tomorrow. So you should
Yes.
think about that. You should think about that. And if you're making this decision, you have to understand it's a chance you're taking. It can go anyways. Yeah. Well, bless your heart. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
calling.
Thank you.
Tell her, please. Ah. The sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Sorry, I lost you. Hello. Good afternoon to you. How are you?
Hello, Joyce.
Yes. Welcome. Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Oh, yes, I have. I have a confession.
Let's hear you.
Well, I'm a visually impaired person, and I lost my sight last 2 years. But before I lost my sight, I was dating somebody. She was very dear to me. She's like, the best thing that ever happened to me. But, the love of money and that thought for every young man that, okay, I'm not ready to take care of you. I don't have the financial stability yet. Before I'll be ready to marry, it will be in the next maybe 5 years. And I felt like, okay, you are ripe enough to marry, then put it that way. So I was so futuristic. I concentrated so much on my career.
Yeah.
I started to push her away.
Oh.
I was telling her that there are better guys out there that are ready, they are financially stable, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But not with the money, not with for the money, you cry. So I was thing. So they said I ignored her call. Because this was someone that no need for it. I love her to the sky. I was just I was selfish, and at the same time, I was trying to place her in the right, which is maybe a better man.
Yeah. So what's moved
So,
on?
or to cut the long story short, I made her cry. I didn't make her calls, and I lost my attack. And was that said call her because I didn't call her. But I was like, no, I do not have done to her. I've done to her. No. My brother took the phone behind my back. When he just got shot at the face, I was totally blind. And my brother called her, and she came that same day. And that was the first time I cried after losing my sight. It was such a terrible thing because at the end of the day, I realized that sometimes we try to run faster than our shadows. We try to dictate some things for ourselves, but it just not happened the way we wanted to. But I thank God we are back together now, and we are married with a son. That's my confession, Joyce.
What? This should be a movie, man. Oh, this is such a beautiful story.
Yeah, and I'm actually I'm a friend of one of your friends. His name is Harrison. I met him at Federal Nigeria Society for the Blind.
Oh, Harrison.
Harrison Martin.
Oh,
said a lot
really?
about you.
Yeah, he's my younger sister's friend.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, so
He said a lot of wonderful things about you. He said he has worked with you. And so we talk a lot about you. We listen to you. We blind people, we are more closer to our radios. Radio is like our own TV.
Yeah.
So, well, that's my confession, Joyce.
Look, that is such a moving story. Thank you very, very much for calling. That's a movie script. That's something movies are made of. Thank you. Oh, wow.
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you. Now, that's some Titanic level of emotion. That's the one you watch and you cry. Oh, thank you very much for sharing that story. It worked well for you. Not everybody gets a second chance. Hello, welcome to the sunny side. My name is Joyce. And no, I'm not a priest, but it doesn't matter. How are you?
I'm fine, Joyce. I want to make a confession, Joyce. Last 3 weeks that I confess, Joyce, we flattered the rules because they are not supposed to see my name. And
do you have a confession? You want to take us back to... Nobody remembers you 3 weeks ago.
Nobody remembers me but you. I'm confessing to you. I'm hurt.
You're always hurt. So you want me to say sorry now? Yeah? Okay, sorry.
Yes,
sorry. I need to move on with the show. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. The sunny side. Hello, welcome.
Hello, Joyce.
Turn off your radio, lady. Thank you very much for calling.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I want to tell that man that called the first time that he should take a chill pill.
Which man is that?
The one that said you should. Why did you ask people to confess? He
I
should
mean,
take a chill pill.
oh well.
And
Does he
if he has
have
a
it?
problem with your job, he should come and tell your management that he wants to take over your job.
I mean, you can give him a better advice, like open a radio station.
Oh, better. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I have a confession.
Oh,
to
you
make.
do? All right then.
Oh, but my husband is listening. Yeah, he's here.
You want to? Wait, is a confession about your husband?
Yes.
Is it good or bad? Or is it in between?
You have to put me in trouble. The day he's not listening, I will do the confession.
All right, okay. Greet him for us. Tell him that we'll gossip about him later.
And he should not listen to you that day because I'll be in trouble.
And he shouldn't listen to me that day. Yeah, I don't want you in trouble. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. I think it's such a funny thing when a husband knows that the wife is going to go tell on him somewhere. I think it makes men nervous. Then he wants to be on his good behavior. Like, you see now you won't tell them this part now. Thank you very much for calling. Confessions Thursday. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Yes, actually I do. And this program is very timely for me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I've lived with my wife's cousin for like 4 years now.
Okay. I'm sorry, you have to rush. We have 2 minutes. I don't want to cut you when you get into the heart of the story, okay?
Okay.
All right, please.
All right, so I've never really considered her or looked at her sexually like that for all this while. But something happened during this end time.
Lockdown
time, yeah, really. So I came back home. I saw her crying. I found her crying. My wife was not there. So in trying to console her, I just didn't know what happened. So
the devil happened.
So after that incident, so I found out that I was just being nice to her. I just got nicer to her, and honestly, now I don't know what's happening.
The devil is in charge. That's what's happening.
Yeah, we call each other secretly every day, even now.
Have you laid in her bed? Have you laid in her bed?
No, really. No.
Now that is still morning.
It's like this. Like that's why I said it's like this program is just designed for me. It's just a perfect time for me. Nothing has happened between us.
Okay.
So I know if nothing happens, if things go on this way for, let's say, in 2 weeks' time, or even 1 week, things might just get out of hand, really. So we speak secretly. I give her money weekly these days. You know, something I've not done before. In fact, we seek each other secretly, even when we are at home together. My wife is there. We are talking with eyes and gestures like that.
Thank you.
I can't believe I can ever do a thing like this.
But you're doing it.
I thought I was such a strong and disciplined guy. You know? But I never believed I could be doing this silly thing in my own home, my own house.
All right.
Actually, really, nothing has happened between us, but I know that things can't just go on this way. Even she too, like 2 days ago, she was telling me that, we shouldn't be doing this. But I said, even me, it's not my fault. She said it's not her fault, so that she can't handle the feelings. You know, she just don't know what to do. So we are like falling for each other more every day, you know. And I really do not like or wish that things go on this way, but I just don't know what to do. I'm really kind of...
Yeah.
I just want you to reprimand me, and I just...
It's funny. Thank you. You say you want me to reprimand you, but you know what to do. I don't even need to do that.
But the nerves, I don't think I have it actually
you have
now,
it.
like right now.
One day you have it. You have it.
Okay.
You are falling for a seduction. You know, it's like when you eat sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just keep eating. I mean, sugar is sweet. Why should you stop? What's the point stopping? It's sweet. So there's really no incentive for you to stop, except maybe then you realize it's affecting your health. Then there's something at stake here. Now you have something at stake. You have your marriage to lose. Maybe you even have a name to lose. You have your
Yeah,
conscience
exactly.
to
Yeah,
contend
yeah.
with. I don't know
I know
what you
all that.
believe in. Then
I
that is
know all that.
enough. Then that's enough because this diving you're diving. When you hit the ground, your eyes will clear.
Yeah, sure,
But
I
then
know.
the
But I
problem
keep
is
telling
you don't
myself
have to
nothing
hit
will
the
happen.
ground.
Now I know I shouldn't. But I keep telling myself, if this is going nowhere, it's going nowhere.
But let
But
me
it
let me tell
keeps
you why
getting
it
stronger
could
and
go
stronger.
somewhere. One is happening in secrecy. It's happening under the cover of darkness. So your
Yeah.
wife doesn't know. So this lady is calling you. You're calling her behind your wife's back. You guys are talking with your eyes. You're enjoying the I mean, that's really how it starts. When I was in love, what else? It wasn't more than this. It was the same thing. You're calling. You're going out for dates. They're sending you money. You're sending them something. That's how it
Yes, yes,
starts.
yes.
And
Yeah,
then one
actually.
day something happens, then this thing that you don't want to admit, you have to then admit it. But then
I really
hopefully for
hope and
you,
pray it doesn't happen.
no, but then the only way it's not going to happen is if you stop it.
Okay. Like stop calling her or
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
I
I
know.
mean, like you see, that emotion that you're sharing with her, you have to stop it. I'm not saying stop sending her money, but it mustn't be anything that's happening behind your wife's back.
No,
If you want to
okay.
send her money, like you can give it to your wife
Not
to give to
sending. I
her.
give. Okay. Okay, that's what I used to do before. But these days, I give her. Believing that if I give my wife, she won't like to give her the amount of money I want her to give her. That
But then you
she will
also
ask
have to
why I want.
honor. But then you also have to honor your wife. That's another
Yeah,
problem.
really.
I think some men, you have to honor your wife, because to dishonor your wife is to dishonor yourself, and vice versa. If your wife doesn't honor you, she also dishonors
Yeah.
herself.
I honor her. I honor her enough. So that's why something has not happened. And that's why I'm actually calling. I don't want anything to happen. I love my wife so much. I can't afford to lose her. All this
Then you
just
must
as you said.
stop it. You
Yeah,
you
yeah.
actually have to stop it. You have to stop it the way a car would stop if it ran into a mountain. You have to stop it like that.
All right. If I were to choose between her and my wife, I would choose my wife over and over again.
But
So
see
just
now,
as you said,
yeah,
my eyes will really clear if anything happens, and I
yeah,
don't
and then
want
you
such
could
anything
lose
like that to happen.
something.
All right. Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And maybe also it's that if you don't want someone to do this to you, then you shouldn't do it to them. Something like that. And maybe it's not as hard. I mean, I think initially the assumption is that it's hard. But then it's not as hard the moment you consider what's at stake. There is, oh, I'm enjoying this thing. I'm enjoying it. It's sweet. Oh, yeah. And you're like, oh, it's hard to stop. No, it's not hard to stop. The moment there is something to lose, the moment there's a consequence for their action, the moment you consider that, the moment you put yourself in the other person's shoes, the moment you consider the fact that if I do this thing to somebody, if someone did this to me, I wouldn't like it. So maybe you should hold yourself as a relative standard in many of the situations of your life. If you don't want someone to do it to you, you don't do it to them. So I do that with myself. If I don't want Peniel to be rude to me, I would not be rude to her. But she can bet on the stars. The day she's rude to me, heaven will bear her witness that it's coming down. Like I can guarantee that. Because I'm not going to give it to you. And the only reason I'm not giving it to you is so that I can justify why I wouldn't take it from you. So maybe if I don't want someone to do it to me, I don't do it to them. And you should think about life in that same measure. I think and until we find something better, that's about the best way to approach things. If you don't want someone to cheat on you, you don't cheat on them. Then when you cheat on them, they should determine what the consequences are. You cannot hurt somebody and then tell them how to react about the hurt. You can hope it's not too much. But then if it gets too much, well, that's exactly what it is. But then we really pray it's not too much. Off on a break. We'll be right back with the headlines on the sunny side.
Join the conversation no matter where you are. Download our mobile app by searching Nigeria Info FM on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Also, get news updates in sports, entertainment, news, and current affairs right on the app. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. You're listening to the news headlines. Traders Union gives 1 month ultimatum to federal government as food blockade is called off. Presidency gives shoot to kill order to combat terrorism, while Governor Sanwo-Olu says his administration will not spare anyone who flouts the e-call-up system. Oba of Lagos confirms loss of over $2 million to NSAS violence, just as Lagosians question how the traditional ruler had such huge sums at home. Woman confirms daughter is one of 7 persons kidnapped along the Bori axis of River State. President Buhari and Vice President Yemi Oshibanjo to take COVID-19 vaccination publicly on Saturday. And Nigerians shower encomiums on late veteran broadcaster and actor Sadiq Daba. Those were the headlines. It's Confessions Thursday here on 99.3 Nigeria Info with Joyce Onyemuwa on the sunny side. I'm Yvonne Okaifo.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Depend on us for the best in talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info, biggest.
Keeping you updated on latest news.
Somebody is saying they own the mint. So the government just go to the mint and print money and then everyone stand on the land. They share it.
Latest developments locally and internationally. From politics to business, sports, and so much more. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. The Sunny Side with Joyce.
.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to the sunny side. My name is Joyce, and yes, it's still Confessions Thursday. If you have any reservations with your confession, say any misgivings, well, you can hold it back. Otherwise, I think it's very redeeming to speak on it. I think it's very satisfying to share with us what can be said to be your life's experience that you are experiencing. You give us the benefit of participation to learn from that journey with you. But even better, you might have the opportunity to have other people chime in on redemptive ways by which the situation can be better. And for those who are listening, you would not have the option to judge regardless of what you hear. Now, we're hoping that this is not one of them bad days. I've handled this particular show for a number of years, and I've heard some things. But regardless of what you hear, it's Confessions Thursday. You would not have the privilege to, judge. I mean, you would judge the situation to attain comprehension at some level, but you wouldn't judge towards condemnation. You kind of get it? All right. 4 minutes past 1 p.m. Confessions Thursday. When you're calling, you do not say your name. Someone is asking if I have a podcast. Absolutely. Yes, I do have a podcast. You'd have to go to our website. I'll provide you that information in a minute. I have to go to the telephone lines. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. Don't say your name. Turn off your radio. Good afternoon to you. Welcome, lady. How are you?
Very, very well.
All right. So, you have a confession?
No, I just want to speak to the last caller.
Yes, please.
Okay. I want to give him some advice.
All right, real quick.
I want him to read 1 Corinthians 6, chapter 6, verse 18. The Bible says, flee sexual immorality.
Okay.
You should please flee from that lady.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, flee all appearances of evil. Like, when it looks like evil, that's when you run.
That particular one that he's doing right now, he should please flee.
Okay.
Because the consequence is that he's going to destroy his marriage.
All right.
Number 2, if that young lady is living in his house, you should send her away immediately.
Oh, wow.
To her parents. Because that is the only way he can separate himself. Because he's already attracted to that lady. The only way he can flee, send her away from your house today.
Yeah,
so her
but what if this sister of hers is really the one who's catering to her, and there's really nowhere else to send her?
Then he should tell the wife.
Okay.
Because if he does not, he will not stop.
Okay.
And the ultimate goal of that young lady is to destroy the marriage.
No. It doesn't appear that she has a goal. These are just two adults who are choosing to not be as sensible as they are intelligent. So this is a moment of indiscretion. Maybe these are moments of indiscretion, and they have an opportunity to salvage it before it becomes an actual problem. So it doesn't quite appear that she's aiming to destroy the marriage. It looks like a moment of, silliness, a moment of stupidity of some sort.
He does not have the willpower to determine what happens in his home.
He does.
He looks like a weakling. He cannot face the truth.
No, well, so
because everything you tell him, he says he knows. He knows it will affect his marriage. He knows. But he does not have the capacity to take the decision.
I don't think I might agree with that. I don't think it's an absence of capacity. I think it's the absence of decision. He hasn't made that decision. I don't think.
So
I
think to make the decision
absolutely.
Right now.
Well, okay, yeah. That
and
he has the
from
capacity.
all
he
forms of
he totally
evil
can.
attraction and sin, and then send that lady. If he's the one catering for that young lady, he should please take that young lady away from his side and cater for her somewhere else.
I mean, don't you even think it's even worse if he had to rent her an apartment, pay her rent, and give her pocket money?
The wife. He should tell his wife.
Okay, yeah.
He must tell his wife.
Okay.
Then he can subdue that attraction.
Yeah, okay. All right. Will that be it? Thank you very much for calling. So this is really why I like radio. Someone else can call in and just... Yeah. But I hope you really understand why it's necessary that other people, if they think it's necessary, chime in on something that they believe is another perspective, all right? Welcome to Confessions Thursday. My name is Joyce. You do not say your name. This is radio. Welcome.
Well, even though I know my name, people in my area now, they say, I hear your voice.
Welcome, Ben. Welcome. We're happy to have you.
And because people are hearing my phone, they know me too for now. I will not even confess.
Oh, well, okay.
I want to say something to the man.
Sure.
The best way to stop bad habits is never to start it at all.
True.
That is one. Two, man and woman, we are magnetic objects that get closer when we are too close to each other.
And get
and
farther
now that
when
something has made them to get close. The best way to stop it is for the lady to leave the house.
Okay.
The best way, in conclusion, to stop a bad habit is never to start it at all. I am a man. We drive by feelings. And something has already registered in his heart. And the best way to stop it is for that lady to leave the house.
Thank you. I mean, on a more general term, I wanted to actually contend with the I am a man. And we drive, we spoke about this thing on Language and Interpretations last week. I am a man, we drive by feelings. Dogs move by feelings. Like everything that has breath has an element of emotion to it. And I think that maybe we need to also bring into the picture the fact that with feelings, or say with your emotions, also come rationale and judgment and conscience and responsibility, and the fact that you have to hold yourself accountable and that everything must play out for a decision to be final. But yes, thank you. On Confessions Thursday, welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. You do not say your name? Welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's Confessions Thursday.
Yeah, I don't have any confession.
Okay.
But I just want to add my voice to your suggestion.
Okay, go ahead.
That has been given the man.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, they have taken it out of my mind. The two suggestions I have is send the girl out of the house. Okay. 1. 2, talk with the wife.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing is to talk to the wife and explain to the wife your feelings. If you don't expose any wrongdoing or anything you are thinking of doing, he will never get away from you.
Yeah.
So the first thing is to talk with the wife.
Okay.
Then the secondary thing is to send the girl away. If you first to talk with the wife and send the girl away,
he'll go behind the back.
Yes, you must still continue to talk with the lady.
Okay.
So talk with the wife first, and you will see that any feeling you are having for the girl will dissolve immediately.
Thank you very much for calling. All right. Welcome to Nigeria Info. You're on the sunny side. How are you?
Let me put out the radio.
What did you call me?
Sorry, I'm driving.
Are you joking? You said it again. What's my name?
Oh, Samuel Joyce, I'm sorry.
Hello, Joe.
I'm sorry. the next I have in my list is even female. I want to warn her again because you have won already. Before you went on break, that you shouldn't even try it. Heaven will never take permission to come.
Get off I love
it. I'm just laughing like I don't know how to describe myself. You know, I was like,
well, that's the truth though. The one I can take, I can take it. The one I can't take, I don't tolerate it.
Exactly. That's how I treat everybody else around me. I don't like people treating me bad at all. So it works that way. So sometimes when people they can treat people bad, I expect people to treat them nice. So that's by the wayside. He's done how to speak to his wife, please, right? Before I move ahead to what I want to say, I want to speak to his wife. Because there are some women, if you tell them things like that, they might read it. She has to make, as in like that, so they be thinking that maybe something has already be happening or something. They might take it wrongly. So know the kind of wife, the kind of person your wife is, before even letting her know, or else it might even create a problem. I don't know if you understand me. So letting her know, and it's very important, that is the first solution to it too. If they are living under the same roof, if they when they go for madam over there, something will happen. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you the truth. In as much as that thing is already there, he might pretend not to like, okay, I'm forgetting about it. If you stop all those text messages, chatting, in short, if it's possible, let him block her, or just those messages, replying, calling, all those midnight calls, like MTN midnight call we to do those days, let him stop them.
Okay.
Then speaking to his wife, he should be careful on how to go about it.
So maybe there are two ends to it. So there's maybe whether the wife trusts him enough,
exactly.
whether he has enough character that the wife can bank on.
Exactly.
Because if he has been a good man all his life and he has enough character that the wife can bank on, if he tells the wife, "Oh, this happened, and I'm sorry," blah blah blah, yeah, that's straightforward. She'll forgive him.
You know the kind of person the wife is, or the kind of person he has been.
Exactly.
Has he been faithful to the wife? Has the wife had anything to doubt him, or to even like, okay, be suspecting him as he has been a faithful husband? If not, any attempt for him to say, I'm hitting on your cousin, or your cousin is hitting my sister.
Okay.
The wife content of everything will change.
Okay.
Or
all right.
Say person.
Thank you. Would that be all?
That'll be all.
All right. Thank you very much. So I want to quickly say this. I tried this out with my parents growing up. When I was growing up a child, I think I had just enough foolishness in me to be called a stressful child. But I wasn't necessarily stressful. I just had quite a number of indiscretions, things that my parents didn't like. So maybe I didn't quite understand whether it was that they couldn't tolerate it, but I was cool with it, or that they thought it was maybe wrong an act to even be carried out in the first place. So I noticed that I had to, when I was much younger, I had to defend my actions. I have to, why did you do this? Because. And then sometimes they were not pleased, and when they're not pleased, they'll flog me, or they'll shout. Then as I grew older, I think I was 19. I was sick of the pattern, and so I told myself that I wanted to have a more straightforward relationship with my parents. I wanted to be able to say to my mom, yes, and she knew it to be honest enough to accept it. I wanted to say to my father, no, and he knew it to be honest enough to accept it. And so when my mother sends me somewhere, I ensure that I go there straight, come back straight. If she asks me a direct question, I give her a direct answer. So I stopped playing the childish games I used to play, and then I noticed that in less than a year, actually, I think it started when I was 18, because my father, who didn't used to let us leave the house, allowed me travel alone on my first international trip. I didn't even think he would allow me do that before 21. But I thought that my idea had worked of trying to prove myself enough to my parents that they could bank on my character. And so when I was 19, my father let me, actually I went with other young people, but I didn't think that they were going to let me travel solo. And so maybe it's also necessary that rather than bother about what the other person thinks about us, that maybe the biggest question is, what have you shown yourself to be? What have you proven yourself to be? Because it's a different thing if I've proven to be a certain kind of person that's, say, for example, upright, honest, truthful, accountable, and then I tell you something and you don't believe me, I can sleep on that. I can just turn my back and go sleep and not bother about whether you want to believe that or not. But if I have shown myself to have quite a number of indiscretions and be unaccountable and say something but mean something else, then of course you must not believe what I say to you. So if I were a man and I've been of a good behavior, I've been honest, I've been upright, I've been just, and I've been committed, and then some little slip, and I can go before my wife and say, look, honey, this happened and I'm sorry, but I'm telling you this so that we can work it and close that door so that it never opens again. Honestly, I'm hoping that she can bank on my character to allow not just peace reign, but to trust me enough to want to work out the solution. If reverse were the case, if I were a woman and a man came to me and was like, and his truth, and his truth is his truth, his right is yes is yes, his no is no, and there was a little slip and he came to me and says, I think I will consider that. But if he has been a fool, and we've just been managing and then something happens, I don't even like stories, so I'm not even going to take it. I don't like stories. I'd rather pay for cartoon. I'll go to a cinema if I wanted to watch a movie. I'm not going to tolerate a movie from another person who should know better but is choosing to be otherwise. So maybe I think I'm suggesting that it's not what they think of us, it's what we know ourselves to be. And then anybody should judge us on that. Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the sunny side. This is work.
God bless you, Joyce.
Do you have a confession?
Honestly, you just do.
You don't have a confession. I knew it. You just called to dance. Do you have a confession? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. God bless you. Have a book on the line, just like.
Hello? Hello? I think I cannot hear you anymore. Hello? All right, sorry about that. Kind of lost you. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. How are you?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good afternoon. We're happy to have you here.
In fact, I'm forced to call you. I listen to you every day.
Okay.
But today, I think I'm moved to call you because of two persons, their comments there.
Okay.
Sorry to talk about them. This man that people are talking about are saying is eyeing the sister, the wife's sister.
The wife's cousin now.
The man is not disciplined.
Okay.
If he's disciplined, you are supposed to see your wife's sister as your own sister or as your daughter.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to discipline himself in the first place.
Okay.
Then this other lady that was talking about the girlfriend that is doing this, doing that. That girl is supposed to be flogged. That girl is a bad girl. Joyce, I'm telling you. But thank you for your doggedness and for your hard principles. The way you correct so many things. That girl knows what she's doing and they just begin to confess on the radio. So I think some of these people, they should pray to God and discipline themselves. Not just come to call on the radio and say they're confessing. That is not confession. That lady is just trying to take over the friend's boyfriend.
So we don't know whether it's true, but we have to take her at her word. She said that the guy separated from the best friend before he started dating her. It doesn't quite justify much. It just says that she wasn't the reason they broke up. So for us here, the contention here is the fact that that is happening to her best friend. And that is a huge problem. And it's a just level for mistrust. It's okay for her best friend to mistrust her.
They were just friends for a month, and the man liked her because she's calm, she's this. I can't understand some women.
It's not just women, it's also men. But then, so we're hoping that we are able to make some sensibility and maybe salvage a situation. What do you think? I think she should end the relationship with her best friend. What do you think?
She should go leave that man. And go back to the friend and apologize.
Oh, okay. Okay. She should break up with the guy. But she said that the guy is her spec. So we don't know if it's because... We don't know why that's accurate, but it's her truth. So we can allow her have it. So if the man is her spec and the man wants her, do you also insist that she should leave the man and go back to her best friend?
She should leave the man. The friend can never be happy with her if she knows about that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Then again, sorry for the man that was accusing that was saying you should confess to the public.
It's all right.
Sorry about that. I love your programs. I'm Engineer Happy. I listen to you every day.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. 99.3 Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. It's Confessions Thursday. You will not say your name. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Good afternoon, handsome. We're happy to have you. Do you have a confession?
I have, but I can't say it now, but I want to contribute to the...
Okay, sure, please, go ahead.
See, the man that said he's having an affair with this...
No. He's not having an affair with her just yet. I mean, not a sexual affair, but that he's emotionally cheating on his wife now.
Yes. See, people are saying he should chase her away. Supposing that girl does not have anywhere to go.
That's a confessor.
Me, I've lived with 2 women and I didn't have anything with them. We are sleeping on the same bed. Not my sister. We are not from the same village. We are not even close.
Okay.
And we have nothing together.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the first time I have emotion for them, but when there is a bro, I just say, okay, no problem. And we stayed 5 good years together.
Wow. Okay.
He can distance himself from her.
Yeah. So you also have to understand that maybe it's based on how you have been able to develop your mind and hold yourself accountable and discipline yourself. You can find yourself in some situations and you can come out a man on top. Well, some other people go into that very same situation and they barely made it to the actual temptation before they fall. So I think different people have different survival capacities. And maybe
I just want the man, because everybody was calling. She says her away. She doesn't have anywhere to go. What do they want her to go?
So then what do you suggest? Then it would appear you have something for the man.
For the man, I just want him to summon courage and just said, ladies, I can't do this with you. Please, just stop. You can stay with me in my house, but this, we should stop it. In the wife's presence, if you tell the wife, he tell the wife will think otherwise.
Okay.
You know, that someone I've already called before that the lady will think otherwise. That is true.
Yeah, but that was also, I give an illustration. Like, it depends on his track record with his wife.
Yes, it depends on the track record.
You see, if I called my mom today and I told her something and I said, this is it, she doesn't argue with it. She knows me well enough to know that when I say something, I mean it.
Yes.
So that's necessary. The wife has to be able to. The wife should know him to a degree that she can actually go to war with him.
Yeah.
So if the wife doesn't have his credit sheet, then of course she can think what she will. I would do the same thing.
Even though when I told my wife such a thing when she saw them, she said, I said nothing happened with that. With us, in between us. She said, no. I said, for me, if you believe me, fine. If you don't believe me, but me, I know by myself that nothing is going on. And nothing is going on. Both of them are married now. We are still friends. We are best of friends.
Yeah, but you know, your story is different, evidently. So for this man, it's tricky. He has allowed himself.
I just because I'm just feeling for the lady.
Yeah.
People are saying that you chase her away. Chase her away. That is not the way. You can Nigerians. You just want to take something and just dump it and just go like that.
All right. Okay.
Suppose if the person is the only person that can help the person, that's how you take. And you will be looking at her in the next time that this is a bad person.
Yeah. Okay. So you think the man should be responsible and then do what he needs to do as somebody who has principles and values, but also respect for his marriage.
Yes.
God help us. Thank you very much for calling. And I think we have 2 more minutes before 2 minutes or 1? 2? All right. Confessions Thursday. Turn off your radio. We have 2 minutes to make this work. Thank you for calling. All right. Turn off your radio when you're calling. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Nigerian Info.
Good afternoon, Nigeria Info. Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
I want to share some things from my side, but not to this more for I married a wife, and my wife...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, this is so bad, you have no idea. You might have to hang up and please call back. I sincerely do apologize. The line is so bad. Hello? 1 minute, 20 seconds. Good afternoon, Confessions Thursday.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. You have 1 minute, 30 seconds. It won't be enough for my confession. I'll call back.
Okay, thank you very much then. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to squeeze you into 1 minute if it's not enough. So we're going to go off on a break. When we come back, I think I can afford a few more conversations, and then we segue into Lords of Logic. My name is Joyce. You're on the sunny side. This is 99.3 on this very beautiful Thursday. Don't go anywhere. This is radio.
We're like gold diggers, tunneling through the mishaps and the handicaps.
I don't know what to cook for them. I don't know what to give them to eat. That is the issue at hand as I speak right now.
In the name of the good, we hope to earn the truth and be worth our weight in salt.
Every night, every night and there, we hear 1 million boys, 2 million boys, 3 million boys. It's common people wouldn't have no money. They're supposed to plan it to go where people can follow you. Everybody can follow you, both the rich and those poor.
The sunny side with Joyce.
It's a new life. Oh, yeah. It's a better life.
Address something that I think pretty much is floating beneath our radar, which is whether some people want to share their secrets or whether they don't. I don't necessarily think I want to engage in that conversation, but this is necessary. It's a learning curve for the one whose experience it is and to the one who's listening. And there is no superior argument to that when you share something, I can learn from it, or you can learn from it, or maybe someone else can learn from it. And all of human history is fashioned in stories. So I don't see why some of you have maybe, I don't know, what do you call this now? I don't know why you're being critical about it. But then again, as I noted, it actually is beneath our radar, so we soar above what is irrelevant and stick to the subject matter, which is Confessions Thursday. Welcome to our friends. And the privilege is very gratifying to know that you have something we should hear. 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. Nigeria Info, Confessions Thursday. You don't say your name. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good afternoon. So you're going to speak a little louder, all right? And don't
Okay.
worry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, that's a lot. That's better. Thank you.
Okay. I have a confession.
Sure, please go ahead.
I am gay. Like, Can you hear me?
I'm listening.
Okay, I'm gay. I've been gay since when I was a teenager, like around 12, 13. So lately, I just had some unnecessary growth in my body. I don't know. I'm talking on video. I don't know if I could say it out. I don't know. Am I allowed?
You have growth on your body?
Yeah.
Like a disease of some sort?
It's like I have growth like warts on my ass.
Oh, okay. Your butt. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. On my butt. Yes. So what happened was that I do have unprotected sex with my boyfriend.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Then I met someone on Facebook. Then we actually had another unprotected sex again. Can you hear me? I don't know. I'm just too open.
No,
Hello?
I'm listening. Like, I don't want to interrupt you.
Okay. I had another unprotected sex again.
So
And
so you've been doing this unprotected, yeah? So what happened then?
Then it was later. I noticed I had what on my heart all.
Yeah.
And I went to the doctor and he said, who did I have sex with last and everything. So I had to break up with my guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. For like 2 months, I've not had sex and I've not done anything outside having sex with my guy.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
You're 25.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I had to break up with him and I told him I wasn't interested in anything that has to do with gay thing because I think it was because I had the WhatsApp. That's why I had to stop anything relationship. I went to my Facebook, I went to my WhatsApp, and I actually blocked my Instagram. I actually blocked everything that has to do with gay.
Okay.
Because I had
the infection, yeah?
Yeah, maybe because I had the infection.
Okay.
And yes. So throughout last week, my boyfriend had actually my ex, sorry, because I actually pick up with him, and he has been calling and asking me reasons why. What's the reason? Because I just called him one morning and told him I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't open up to tell him that because
You have an infection.
Yeah, I had an infection. So I've treated it, and throughout that week, I just could not stand well. I just could not sit well because it was too painful.
Are you better now? Have you gotten treatment? Are you
Yeah,
better now?
I'm better now. I have to take pain relief, painkillers, and everything.
All right.
But I just could not open up to tell him. But now I've just been praying, and I don't know. I'm just been maybe is it because I'm getting spiritual now because I had the infection. I don't know.
Well, yeah, some things happen in a man's life and a man changes. Yeah, maybe this.
Yeah, Joyce. Yeah, I've just been praying and I'm telling God, I've been sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I'm a guy and I'm in sex with a guy. But I just can't believe I'm saying this on radio.
Well, maybe this is where redemption starts. I mean, it's even it's a lot for me to hear. But hold on a second now. Are you trying to change?
Yeah, I'm trying to change.
Okay.
I'm in church. I sing in church. I do choir in church.
You do.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I've been a Christian. It's not even about being maybe you were born in a Christian home or maybe
it has nothing to do with the faith.
It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. And you just have to accept. I'm not trying to preach on radio or something like that. But what I've gone through in the last 2 months has been amazing. It has just been.
That's frightened you. Okay. So I'm asking you whether you think you want to change. But when you ask yourself that question, that's not how you ask yourself the question. You ask yourself the question like, am I going to change? Or I want to change. What are you saying to yourself?
I think yesterday I was asking myself, the reason why do you want to change? Was it because you had the infection? Or just because you want to change because you don't like the act? You understand? So I'm just in the middle.
Have you found an answer for that?
I have not found an answer.
So I'm going to ask you that you find an answer. In fact, before you do anything else, a man must know why he does what he does, because your actions are a projection of your convictions. And what really convictions are is, say, let me see if I can summarize, give you a picture. So my convictions are something like, I believe this thing. If there is any profit, I will benefit. If there is any loss, I will lose. I stand by this thing. If there is any life, I will live. And if there is death, I will die. That's a conviction.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't think there's something I can gain because even the wax was a big infection.
So that's the only way you ask yourself a question like that so that you can actually approach a specific, concise answer. And
Okay.
I don't want to tell you what I think is right or wrong. You need to get
No, you
that
can.
for
No, you can.
yourself.
No, you can tell me if you
Yeah,
have.
but you see, if I tell you, chances are you and I might soar on that and it just sticks forever and uninterrupted. But you see, if you find it for yourself, and I'm not there tomorrow, nobody can take it away from you. In your conscience, you know what is right and wrong. You know. I need not say to you, yes, you know. Maybe you haven't told yourself what is right or wrong. But the day you decide, you can pick out what is right from wrong. Yeah. And then you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? And then determine why you are doing it. And then determine what is there to what benefit is it to my soul? If you believe that you have a soul or that you are a soul.
I don't think maybe I was born gay. I wasn't born gay maybe because I went to an all-boys boarding school.
So this is something you picked along the way.
Yeah.
So then you can unlearn it. If you took it, you can give it back. Yeah. If it's, say, a kind of indoctrination, you can uneducate yourself. Man is free to make a choice. So here you are, and you must make those choices. But you must know the kind of choices that you make. You must know why you make those choices. And then you must stand on the reason for which you have decided to make those choices. But first, you must know why.
Okay, Joy. Thank you so much.
Oh, bless your heart. But do you think what you're doing is wrong?
Like I told you earlier, like throughout last week, I was thinking, maybe it was because I don't said myself I was going to do it again. I blocked my friends.
Let me ask you, if a thing is pleasurable, do you think if it feels right, then it's right?
It's not right because I actually had an infection from it.
No. I mean, you can be married to the love of your life, and then you have the most intelligent kid in the world, and then the child dies at 15, and that shatters you. I mean, things happen, but I just want to understand your mentality. If something feels right, like if I stole money and, nobody cuts me and it just feels good to just have money in their account, is that right, for example?
No, it's not right.
So that the pleasure of a thing doesn't make it right then?
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
That if we derive pleasure from a thing, the fact that it feels good doesn't mean it is right. Can we establish that?
Yeah.
Then you can arrive at your answer. Then you can, alone. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for calling. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the Sunnyside Confessions Thursday comes to an actual end today, to resurface again next Thursday on Nigeria Info. We're off on a break. We'll be right back. My name is Joyce. I don't know why I feel that some people want to talk about that. What? Music break? Off on a music break. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
I don't wanna go.
The fact that a few of our callers said something like, the best way to, how did they say it? The best way to stop evil is not to start it, or something. The best way to not, the best way to stop a habit or stop something bad is to not start it at all. And that is so packed with sensibility and rightness that I think it's worth repeating. Yesterday, a colleague of mine said to me, oh, Joyce, why do you think too much? So I wasn't even sure if that was a compliment or a jab. And I thought it was funny that he thought I think too much. I don't think I think too much. He felt that maybe I had done this pretty much all my life, that I don't necessarily know that it's too much. And then I said something like, well, if this is too much, then maybe there are not a lot of people who are thinking at all. And I don't know whether that was the right response to that, because I don't think this is too much. I think this is sufficient. Because I've met people who have impressed me with their thought patterns. I've met people who I feel that they impress their God. I'm like, whoever created you is looking down and be like, yeah, that's my kid. I don't think this is too much. I think this is sufficient. And sufficient, I mean that maybe there's even more thinking that needs to be done. And so, yes, I'm not being modest when I say sufficient. I think this is just sufficient. Maybe more needs to be done. And I say that to say that there are things that happen in our lives, and thought can practically open the door to our redemption. And redemption in that regard will be like, don't do it. You've thought about it, don't do it. Oh, you've thought about it, this is what you should do instead. You've thought about this, and well, how dare you do something like that? Or maybe you've thought about it, oh yeah, you can go on and do it. And I don't know whether you think about, so this is how the psychologists put it. They say that there is a Joyce at 5 years old. That the Joyce at 5 years old is hoping to meet the Joyce at 15 years old. The Joyce at 15 is hoping to meet the Joyce at 25. So there's a Joyce at 15 with quite a fair amount of human indiscretion, stressing out her parents. And then there's the Joyce at 25 who is a little bit more sensible, and maybe the one at 15 is grateful for the one at 25 that the baton was taken and something better was done with it. And then there is a Joyce at 35 that the Joyce at 25 is banking on for the process to continue and mission not aborted, something like that. And then I'm in my 30s right now, and I'm sure that the Joyce at 40 is banking on the Joyce today. And it's funny because it's not just the Joyce in the phases of the years that's banking on Joyce and the decision that I make today. It's also that maybe Peniel is banking on me. Maybe the CEO is also banking on me. Maybe you listening to me, you're banking on me. And then maybe my younger brother is looking at me and banking on me. My mother could be banking on me. My father's trusting that I don't fail. So I'm not by myself. So that every decision has a ripple effect. The Joyce has a network of connections that are I would say that impute and also allows me output. So it's like a hectogram of some sort. Like there's a connectivity in every sphere, in every layer. So thinking is not the highest faculty, but thinking is a great base. And that you do not necessarily, when I say think, that thinking is not independent of emotions and conscience, feelings and intuition. That everything must come to play. That a man must probe his conscience under the light of truth before he does a thing. For everything has a consequence. Everything. I think we are fascinated at the idea that there's something that we can do and has no consequence. I was listening to Manly P. Hall, and he said that it's actually interesting that some people would like to believe that they can sow a seed and not reap the harvest. And it's as simplistic as that sounds, it's really worth repeating and just dwelling on that. How is it that you plant a seed but that the fruits wouldn't come out? So everything that a man must do, a man must think through. And I'm not persuading you in any directions. I'm saying that anywhere you are going, something is coming to meet you there. Whatever it is you choose, however you slice it, there's too much life for there not to be consequence. let me tell you what I mean when I say that there's too much life. There's too much. I mean, I think I don't think it's colloquial. I just feel like it's maybe a more social definition when people mean life. They refer to it as energy. Yeah, but I think I like to stick with life. There's too much life in the world for there not to be a ripple effect of something. Let me tell you why I say that. You remember I read somewhere in scripture where a multitude was following Jesus. And then his disciples said, tell them to keep quiet. They're making noise. What kind of people are those villagers? Why are they making noise? And Jesus said, if they keep quiet, the stones will break out. I have not arrived at the answer to that or the comprehension for that. But I'm still thinking about what he meant when he said, if they keep quiet, the stones will break out. So it would appear that there is a certain level of vision that is not within the comfort or the cognition of man. Therefore, we cannot see that stone has life. So maybe it's not for here. I was in a dream sometimes and I saw animals talking. That spooked me out if you wanted to know how I felt. Look, I've seen crazy stuff. That was one of the crazy things I've seen. And I saw animals talking. I saw a horse. I saw things I couldn't even mention. I saw animals talking. I'm like, this is weird. Yeah, I thought I'll just leave you with that too. So you must think, and it's not just logic. That your logic cannot by itself be sufficient. That your logic must also allow for the fullness, wholeness, and the other side of the other side of the human element, emotions. There's also the human element of conscience. There's everything at play that brings a man to what we can call an understanding of something. So think. And when you think, don't think for the Samson of today. I know Samson is looking at, why did she go in there? Or the Bingo of today, or the Joyce of today, or the Peniel. There's Peniel at 50. There's Serge at 60. There's, whose name should we call now? You know yourself. Well, there's you at 70. You know, there's you in the phases. And what you do today is not just going to affect you, but everything else that comes in contact with you. That's the web of life. All right. Lords of Logic. Lords of Logic. Lords of Logic today. It's not necessarily a question. I'll put it this way. So first, the sixth sense. The sixth S-I-X-T-H. The sixth sense. Huh? All right. What is it? Do you know it? Do you have it? Does it work for you? So there's neither a right or wrong answer. It's what men have come to know about men on the face of the earth, or what men have come to know about themselves on the face of the earth. 0700 993 993 993. And of course, 01 465 7190. Lords of Logic, welcome to the show. The sixth sense. What is it? Do you have it? Do you use it? I mean, what is it? What use is it? Is it an actual thing? I posted it on Twitter last night, and a lady said to me it's a hyperbole, meaning it's somewhat maybe non-existent. Oh, okay. So, but I'll hear you on radio. I'll speak to somebody before commercial break. Can I do that? I can't? No. How many minutes do I got? Seconds. Off on a break. Nigeria info commercials are plenty. Off on a break, we'll be right back, but that's also a good thing. Don't go anywhere. We're 99.3 Nigeria info.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Glass Ceiling Convention. Let's make a plan to